All right, guys, so this is a continuation for the two-step literal equations. So let's go ahead and get started. They gave us that 7x plus 2y is equal to 9, and they want us to solve for y. So I'm going to go ahead and put a box around that y. And I have to move everything that is not in that box. So this 7x and this 2, I have to move all of this to this side. But how do I do that? Well, I have to do the opposite of whatever operation is being used. And remember, I always start with this first because it is away from the box variable. So the box variable, whatever is next to it, like this 2 right here, that goes last. So what is the opposite? We have a 7x right there, right? What is the opposite of positive 7x? Well, it is negative 7x. And you do it on both sides. 7x minus 7x reduces to 0. And I'm left with 2y is equal to, remember, I cannot combine 9 minus 7x because that 9 does not have a variable. So I have to rewrite it. I rewrite the coefficient with the constant, I'm so sorry. The coefficient with the variable first, so that's negative 7x. And then that 9 is positive, so plus 9. Don't forget to have that box around your y. Now I can go ahead and move the 2, right? How do I move that 2? Well, this operation right here is multiplication. So I undo that by dividing on both sides. 2 divided by 2 reduces to 1. And I'm left with y is equal to negative 7 over 2x plus 9 over 2. Can I reduce any of this? No, I can't. So this is my final answer. All right. Okay, so for the next one, it says 3y plus x is equal to 9. Solve for y. So put a box around your y. And we're going to move everything else to the other side. What am I going to move first? Am I going to move that 3 or that plus x? So remember, we move whatever is not next to that box first, okay? So in that case, it would be this x. What is the what is the opposite of positive x? Is negative x or minus x. X minus x reduces to 0, and I'm left with 3y is equal to, how do I rewrite this? Well, my coefficient with my variable. So negative x plus 9 because that 9 is positive. Still have the box around my y. Now I can move whatever is next to that box, right? In this case, it's 3. How do I undo this multiplication? Well, by dividing on both sides. 2 divided by 3 reduces to 1, and I'm left with y is equal to negative x over 3 plus, can I reduce this? What is 9 divided by 3? Well, that is 3. So I'm going to write it right there. And that's it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm done for that one, okay? This is my final answer. All right. Moving on to the next one. X plus y over 3 is equal to negative 1. Okay, this one's different because we've been having multiplication, but now we have a division. So how do we do this? They want us to solve for y. So let's continue the steps. I'm going to put a box around that y. All right, and I'm actually going to write this because I feel like we need a little more space for this. X plus y over 3 is equal to negative 1. Put a box around that y. All right, so remember, we move first whatever is not directly next to that box. In this case, is x. So I'm going to move that x first. That is a positive x. So I'm going to subtract x. I'm going to do the opposite. X minus x reduces to 0. And now I have y over 3 is equal to negative x minus 1. So I have division here, right? What is the opposite of division? Multiplication, right? So I'm going to multiply by 3. I'm going to multiply by whatever number is on the bottom. All right, this reduces to 1. So it's gone. And what I do to one side, I do to the other side. But I need to put parentheses around this whole thing because I'm multiplying 3 by this entire equation over here, not just by the negative x or not just by the negative 1. I'm multiplying by the entire thing. So then I'm left with y is equal to 3 negative x minus 1. And I'm actually not done because I need to do what now? I want to get rid of that parentheses, so I need to distribute. So y is actually equal to, what's 3 times negative x? Well, that is negative 3x. What is 3 times negative 1? Well, that is negative 3. Now I'm done. You always want to make sure you simplify. All right. If you have any questions on that, please let me know, okay, if that was confusing. Now, for number 8, negative 3x minus 2y is equal to 10, and you need to solve for y. So put a box around your y. And I'm going to move everything that's not in the box to the opposite side. What I start with? Well, I start with whatever is further away from that boxed y. So that is this negative 3x. How do I move this negative 3x to this side? To the opposite side? Well, I need to do the opposite operation. So it would be plus 3x. Plus 3x on both sides. This reduces to 0. And I'm going to rewrite it. Remember, I cannot do 10 plus 3. That is not a thing. I'm not going to get 13 because I have an x on that 3. So I can't do that. So I'm going to rewrite it. 3x, that 10 is positive, so that'd be plus 10. Okay. Now I still have a box around my y. How do I get rid of this negative 2? That is negative 2 times y. So how do I undo multiplication? Well, that's by division, right? So divide by negative 2. You want to make sure you divide by that negative 2. Don't forget the sign, okay? You're dividing this entire thing by negative 2. That's important. So negative 2 divided by negative 2 reduces to 1. And then I'm left with y is equal to 3 over negative 2x. And then can I go ahead and reduce this? What's 10 divided by negative 2? What's 10 divided by negative 2? Well, that is negative 5. So then I'm done. This is my final answer. And for the last one, it says 2y minus 1 is equal to 5x minus 9. Solve for y. Put a box around your y. And I'm going to move everything that's not close to that box variable to the other side first, okay? So in that case, this is the negative 1 or the minus 1. What is the opposite of minus 1? Well, that is plus 1. Plus 1. Notice right here, I'm adding the 1 to the negative 9, this negative 9 right here, and not to the 5x because, like I've been saying, you can't combine variables with numbers. Numbers go with numbers, variables go with variables, but I cannot combine 5x and plus 1, okay? So I'm only going to put it with that negative 9 and not the 5x. So then I have 2y is equal to 5x. Now I can go ahead and combine that negative 9 and the plus 1. What's negative 9 plus 1? Well, that's negative 8. All right, and I still have a box around that y. Can I go ahead and divide now? Divide by that 2? Yes, I can because that's the opposite of multiplying, right? Divide by 2 here. 2 divided by 2 reduces to 1. Divide this entire thing by 2. And then I'm left with y is equal to 5 over 2x. Can I combine? Or sorry, can I reduce? Yes, I can. Negative 8 divided by 2 will give me something. What does it give me? Negative 8 divided by 2. That gives me negative 4. And this is my final answer. And I am done. If this was confusing for you guys or you need help at all, please be sure to ask for help, okay?